Hello students, after understanding of the importance of Z-bus matrix, or I can say bus admittance matrix for fault analysis, let us and also understand the requirement of study the theory of formulation of Y-bus matrix, which is step-by-step method. Let us understand the building algorithm, or I can say step-by-step method. Step-by-step method is on step-by-step method or building algorithm method. For formulation of Z-bus matrix or bus impedance matrix. So this algorithm is described in terms of modifying the existing matrix, which is designated as, yes, this algorithm is described as modifying the existing Z-bus matrix, which is designated as Z-bus old, and after addition of new element or removal of new element, say Zs, with the self impedance of Z. Addition and removal of any element, the new matrix will be Z bus new. So Z bus new will show the change in existing matrix after addition of any elements into the network, or we can say removal of any element into the network. Let me again recall you addition of element. Addition of element is possible when there are two probability. The first one is new transmission line, addition of new transmission line, and addition of new generating station, or I can say generator, and again removal of, let me write over here, addition of an element into the network, which is Zs plus, and removal of an element from the network. So again there is also two possibility of removing, is not two but only one possibility, just because of removal of element due to fault or maintenance. Then there will be a change in your existing matrix. So there are two possibility of the change in your existing matrix, which is previously known as only Z-bus, and after addition or removal of any element into the existing matrix, it will become a Z bus new matrix. Here, so after addition or removal of any element into the existing matrix, what will be your new matrix? We will calculate or analyze using this step by step method, or I can say building algorithm method. Okay, so as we know, there are n number of buses in our system, and among them the one bus is reference bus, or I can say slack bus, and the rest of the buses are PV bus or PQ bus. Rest of the buses are, rest of the buses are PV and PQ buses, generator and load buses. So when the new element is added, so let us first understand the case when the new element is added. Here we consider the case when the new element is added into our system, or we can say into our existing Z bus matrix. So when the new elements when the new elements having the self impedance of ZS, which is added into the system, then there is a two possibility. If the new element is added into the system, then there is a two possibility, or we can say new element is added with the self impedance of ZS, then there are two possibility. The first one is, new bus may be created. We'll explain when and why. New bus may be created, and the second possibility is new bus may not be created. Okay, so we will consider the case when the new element is added, and the possibility of new element is added, that means the new transmission line is added or the new generator is added into your existing system. Okay, so let us consider if the new there are many buses in your system. You can say one reference bus and PV bus and PQ buses. So among in this all the bus, there are a new bus will be okay. So there are n number of buses in your system. Say one is your slack bus or reference bus, and the rest of the buses are PV bus and PQ bus. So in all these bus, there are possibility of addition of new transmission line and new generator with the self impedance of ZS. So I can say the new element which have the self impedance of ZS is added into the existing bus. Then there are two possibilities. The first one is new bus is created, and the second one is new bus may not be created. So let us understand in which case the new bus is created. So the new bus may be created if new bus may be created if the new element, the new right, if the new elements, not elements, it is element which is added is the new element is tree branch. If the new element is tree branch, then there may be a possibility of new bus is created into the system. And yes, we all know if the new bus is created into the system, then the size of Z bus matrix will change. As we all know, the size of Z bus matrix is depends on total number of buses into the system. So if previously it is Z bus matrix n cross n, then after addition of this new element which is tree branch into the network or existing matrix, then there will be a size will update with n plus 1 cross n plus 1. Clear? So this is the first possibility. If the new element is tree branch, then there may be a chances of creation of new bus into the network. And if the new bus is created, then the size of Z bus matrix will update. Clear? We will see during the theory and example also. During that means derivation and example also. Clear? So just for now, keeping the mind that if the new element is added, which is a tree branch, then a new bus, then the chances of new bus created into the network. Clear? Now, next, a second possibility, new bus may not be created. Where I can say new bus may not be created if new bus may not be created if the new element, if the new element is a link. If a new element is a link, then a new bus may be not created into the system. That means the size of Z bus will remain as it is after addition of the link into the existing Z bus matrix. Okay, I hope you have clear up to this. So in step-by-step method, if the new element is created added, then the previous matrix is treated as or designated as Z bus old, and after addition of the new element, the matrix will be treated designated as Z bus new. And here is the possibility of addition and removal of the element into the network. And this is again why this is so and again why this is so to start. Okay. And again, let us understand why the addition of ZS as a new element will be in the form of new transmission line or new generation. Because as we know, the day by day the energy demand is keep on increasing due to increase in population and industrial growth. So that's why the chances of installation of new transmission line and new generating station is more, and that's why the addition of a new element into the existing matrix is more. So first we will understand, if the new element is added into the system, then what will be happen. So there are two possibility. If the new bus, there are two possibility. First one is new bus may be created after addition of ZS. What is ZS? ZS is the value of self impedance of that new element. Okay, and the second possibility is new bus may not be created. Now, yes, when the new element is tree branch, then there is the chances of new bus creation, and if it is a link, then there is no chance of creation of new bus into the network. Now let me again recall you what is a tree branch, which is known as a branch is known as elements of tree, and a link is known as element of co-tree. Clear? We have already seen that co-tree. So I hope you have clear up to this. So again, each of these two possibility is divided again two sub possibilities. So total four possibilities for this step by step method when a new element is added into the system. Let us understand what the total, I will write total four possibilities of this step by step method. Okay, so why 4? Because each of these two category is further divided into the two categories. So let us discuss the each and all for the four possibilities when the new element with the self impedance of ZS is added into the network or into the system. So the first one is, yes, the first one is addition of tree branch. First possibility is addition of tree branch from tree branch ZS, addition of tree branch ZS from new bus Q, say bus name Q, to reference bus. Okay, the first possibility is addition of tree branch from new bus Q to reference bus. The second possibility is same addition of tree branch ZS from new bus Q to an old bus. So this first two possibility is derived from this first possibility. That means the first possibility, which is addition of tree branch into the existing network. Okay, so addition of tree branch ZS from new bus to reference bus, and the second possibility is addition of tree branch ZS from new bus to an old bus. Clear? Same way, the third possibility is third and fourth is derived from the second one. Yes, well, right. The third one is addition of co-tree link. We'll write co-tree link ZS, co-tree link with the self impedance of ZS from old bus K to reference bus. Here, the third one is addition of co-tree link ZS from an old bus K to reference bus. And the fourth one is same addition of co-tree link ZS between two old buses I and K. Here, this number 3 and 4 is a sub part of this second, and this is first and second is from 1. Okay, so there are 4 possibility when the new element is added into the system. The first basic 2 is it is tree branch or a link, and if it is tree branch then there is a chances of new bus creation, and if it is co-tree then the size of matrix will remain same. That means there is a no chance of creation of new bus into the system. Clear? Now again these two part is divided in further two where the ZS is added into the system. Clear? I hope you have clear up to this. Now let us understand the notation for this step by step, or we can say building algorithm method for formulating a Z-bus matrix. So I and K are old bus number. I and K are old bus number, and the Q is new bus number. I and K are the old bus number and the Q is new bus number. And some characteristic of this Z bus matrix, yes, it is always diagonal or symmetric matrix. Symmetric matrix. That means I can say Zik is equal to Zki. Clear? So Z-bus matrix is symmetric matrix. So I hope you have cleared up to this. In next lecture, we will see all the 4 types of modification with mathematical proof. Okay? I hope you have cleared up to this.